Look, if you are a Zelda fan, you understand that Ocarina of Time is pretty much one of the most beloved Zelda games ever released, but it has a minor plot hole that is explained in the manga adaptation of Ocarina of Time. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up? D-Rock here with Zelda Theory, and welcome to the channel. Hey, if this is your first time seeing my content, this channel is dedicated to the Legend of Zelda series, so if you find value at all today in our conversation, subscribe and be sure to turn on all those notifications for weekly Zelda content. I appreciate you. Now, I think it goes without saying that Ocarina of Time is one of the most revolutionary titles in Nintendo's lengthy catalog of industry-altering gems. I mean, come on. Everybody knows about Ocarina of Time. At least I hope so. Its new camera and targeting system, its 3D visuals became standard for many games even outside of the Zelda series, and its story became a favorite for fans. However, Ocarina of Time isn't a perfect game, and it's pretty darn close though, I'm not gonna lie. Some of us may have noticed that Ocarina of Time has a plot hole that is never actually explained in the game, but it is broken down in the game's manga, which is pretty awesome. One of the most memorable mechanics of Ocarina of Time is, of course, its time travel system that allows you and I to travel between the past and the future using the iconic Master Sword. When Link pulls the blade from the stone, we know the story, he becomes trapped in the Sacred Realm for 7 years while Ganondorf steals the Triforce and claims Hyrule for himself. Link then awakens as an adult and seeks out the sages so that they can help him defeat Ganondorf. You can actually then use the Master Sword to travel back and forth between the child era and the future era in the Temple of Time. Just a little backstory of Ocarina of Time if you've never played it. Now you're going to instantly notice that Link's transformation into an adult during the lengthy collection of cutscenes is freaking awesome, and it follows Link pulling the Master Sword from the stone itself. Link's transition into an adult is iconic, and it is an extremely major part of the story of Ocarina of Time. But his new costume leaves us with more questions than it does answers. Not only is the hero of time sporting new gauntlets and tights, but his ears are suddenly pierced, which is the topic of this video. Plenty of mysteries presented to us at this point, like Sheik's identity. Of course they get explained by the end of the game, but specifically not Link's earrings. Since he was sealed in the Sacred Realm, it really doesn't make sense that he awakens with these new piercings that he never had before pulling from the stone. You feel me? So now I want to jump into the manga and kind of explain why he got his ears pierced. Now, technically it's not considered canon, the manga of Ocarina of Time, and I'm 100% going to butcher the name, but the writer is called Akira Himiwaka, and it explains why Link's ears are pierced during his adulthood. Now, towards the beginning of the second book, Link ends up training with Impa to help him fight against Ganondorf. Now, in a scene similar to the Water Temple's mid-boss fight from the game, and I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but Kakariko Village gets attacked by a shadow version of Link, which the hero takes down in a one-on-one sword fight. Now, after this victory, Impa honors him by piercing his ears, which turns out to be a coming-of-age Sheikah ritual/rite of passage. The symbolic meaning behind Link's earrings meshes exceptionally well with the themes of Ocarina of Time, the actual game itself. In that Nintendo 64 original, Link's transition to adulthood was symbolized by him literally just becoming an adult, which is kind of similar to Earthbound if you think about it. The time period he finds himself in reflects the levels of stress and responsibility presented in both stages of his life, the young Link and the adult Link. The manga's interpretations of the earrings aren't necessarily canon, but it's pretty cool if you're a fan of the Zelda series and you always wondered why, like me, his ears were pierced in the first place. And it also adds layered symbolism presented throughout the Ocarina of Time story. So if you go back and play Ocarina of Time, and you go through that scene where he transitions from a young Link to an adult version of himself, and you see the earrings, and you watch this video on Zelda Theory, you're gonna know exactly why his ears are pierced. Again, not canon, but a pretty cool idea nonetheless. Again, Ocarina of Time wasn't perfect, it was extremely close to it, but its manga turned into a minor oversight into a piece of symbolism that adds extreme value to the story of Ocarina of Time. There's going to be 2 Zelda videos popping up on the screen here in a few, so go ahead and click on those to see more Zelda content. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, turn on all notifications, and remember, it's dangerous to go alone. Click on one of those other videos right now. I'll see you over there, crew.